it's whack.
Well, we actually discussing the evolution of battle rap, and then somehow, because back in the days we did it. When we did it, we were like freestyling, and it has changed now. It's niggas have to prepare. You have to write.
Yeah.
You know, and something else is that back in the day, I think things we were not doing, or rather we were doing, but we did not name them. Like when we did freestyling, we knew, when we did battles, we knew you had to you have punchline, maybe a simile, maybe a metaphor, a personification on freestyle. Now you have things like a scheme, you have things like a reach. No, rebattles have always been there. We were just calling them.
It was actually what was there?
Replying.
You reply or something. Yeah. You get back and get.
Yeah, they've always been there. But scheming and reaching.
Yeah, there's a reach.
No, but there's a reach. Yeah. So
but it's
I'm thinking, that's what I'm saying.
I think the whole thing, they changed the naming. That thing, like a rebuttal, like I just said.
Exactly.
Like I'm not sure, but
I always. You know, when I think about it, I think there have been schemes before. We were just not calling them schemes. We were just mixing the whole thing. It was either a punch, like a build-up to a punchline.
We would say it's a punchline.
Yeah, it would be something like a build-up.
You would spit a metaphor like it's a punchline. You spit a simile, that's a punchline. No, but I think we didn't describe them in a way that have been like. Yeah, now I just breaking them down.
I just learned the difference. Back in the days when I was still in school, like when I did figures of speech, that there's a punchline, there's a simile, there's a metaphor, there's an oxymoron, personification, whatever. So even back then, I knew what was what. But now, what I'm saying is,
they have tags.
The scheming and the reaching. They've always been there, but we never called them, you know, we back in the days I would never say I did a scheme or I did a reach. It was, if I did a scheme, it was either a build-up to a punchline or a metaphor. And now, okay, one thing that I'm not actually fine with, but fine with is performance.
Yeah.
Apparently there's performance in battle rap, and a nigga can win a battle because they outperformed you.
No, that's nonsense.
Well, that's what happens.
No.
If you watch battles on YouTube and you go through the comments, and you will laugh, man.
But then here's the thing: if it's battle rap, if it's rap, we're talking lyricism, weight, bars.
Exactly.
So if it's battle rap, we look into schemes, patterns, rhymes, as you say, and the overall cohesion of the. Okay, let's say substance, what you're offering. So. Performance is just for the crowd. It's just like part of entertainment. I don't really think you can.
There was this battle. Who was it? There was this battle we once watched, and you were like, apparently that guy won. I don't know if it was
Ramnidi. Ramnidi versus Keisha.
Yes. And then apparently, like.
But Keisha is all over the stage. How did he lose? Because it's.
Yeah, I think on his second round, he asked that, I want to perform in Keisha, and right at the crowd was like, what about the bars, though? if they what about
to perform now.
Yeah, like, okay, no, he was still spitting, but then, you know, I think now, look, if you watch like smack battles, performance, it's there as like your strong points now.
Let's talk.
Well, I can agree with that, but I don't think you can win through performance.
Okay,
I can say performance is part of the points.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but you can't win through performance.
Okay,
so it's a lyrical thing.
Okay, so now going into Deep in Winter 4. Because now it's no longer freestyles and everything. So what's gonna happen? Are we gonna put performance there for the judges?
Never me. It has to be bars. For me, it's yes. I think, you know, one thing that makes sense about performance is that right now, unlike before when we did it in the streets, we are doing it on stage. You know, and a stage is a place for performance, right? So yeah, but you cannot win a rap battle based on performance. For me, no.
Yeah, because remember Taylor Slaughter, what Daylight did in the last.
The last moment. But the thing is that he didn't even rap. That third round he said no bar at all. It was just like, what's happening to me? And then he took off his clothes. Until his time ran out.
So that's the thing.
That's messed up though.
People don't want bars, they want shit like that. I'm sure
if it's really gonna get to that, then there's no more battle rap. I mean, who's that? Daylight. If Daylight is at a music concert to perform, like, I think, we can put up with shit like that. But if we are at a rap battle, we expect you to say something to your opponent.
So why is performance there?
Honestly, you are changed the whole scene of battle rap, bro. Like,
so it's Smack.
Even now, even now, like niggas.
You say blame it on Smack.
Can't really blame him for anything, but right now there are rappers or battle cats rather who feel like if they don't have a gun bar, then they were not battling. Like, even if it's just headshot and nothing that's supposed the headshot. Nothing that's supposed the niggas will just go headshot. Like, me, I come from
like my last battle. Headshot. I'm from Stingwater, nigga.
Like, you get that? So like,
what?
So like,
what
the gun bars. Okay.
Headshot.
Another thing I need us.
Water gun.
I need another thing.
Yeah, Sting.
Another thing.
Come on, let's break it down.
Look, man. Water gun.
Another thing is being real. Like, what happened to being real as a rapper? Or maybe we define being real differently.
So how many differences are we gonna
Like,
have?
look, I would never say something just for the sake of saying it. If I say it, I say it because it's true or because I mean it. For a start, so people will just say things like, how many rappers you have mockers that talk about guns and they don't even own a gun? And Glock, I always roll with it. What Glock?
And they never held one.
Never held one. What happened to being real? Is this where rap battles going? Is this the direction rap battles taking now? We're faking now.
I think what happened with these things like that is, like you said, there was like things like metaphors, similes, or oxymorons and whatnot.
Yeah.
So all these figures of speech, niggas trying to use, but now they coming like in a literal sense. You want to be figurative, but then when you pen it, it comes out like literal. It's not figurative.
Exactly.
So that's the problem. That's why it's shading the real.
Exactly.
So the thing is, if you're going to be figurative, let it be figurative. Like, you can't talk about guns on a literal note. But now, so it's penmanship. The problem is penmanship. Your gun bars are not well referenced, or are not that disguised or not figurative enough. Hence, it appears like this nigga is talking about guns, but in actual reality should be using something to hide.
But then I don't know. I can back to DeFi as well. I mean, like we said, when you're on stage, man, everything goes, And when I'm on stage, I'm not there to pamper you, right? It's a battle, right? So I have to say whatever to disarm you in a way, mentally.
Okay. Yeah, but you see, now he used a gun bar, disarm you. You see, that's how you should use it. Does that make sense?
But yeah, like
that's how I'm saying. That's how these rappers should be coming. Like, you're not armed, but he's trying to disarm you. So we're thinking of the like.
Exactly.
That's how they
and
should.
That's another
be doing.
thing. That's another thing. What you just said, it's what, a double
entrant
rate. Back in the days, I knew that as a punchline.
It's a punch.
That's why I was saying earlier that we just went punchline.
Exactly, like so. A lot of terms has changed.
Like they put
okay,
terms.
okay. What I'm saying, I meant to comment on that. I don't think all these things changed. What happened is the more you get into these things, you discover these things that you didn't know, and it appears to be new. While it was always like that, the double entendre was always there.
Yeah.
All these things, nothing is new. Supernatural still doesn't write today.
That's one of the
Yes, that's why I'm saying that.
And then
I can refer.
and here's the thing though, you have cats now saying Supernet is whack. You have cats now that's saying Supernet is whack. You feel me? No, actually I was reading somewhere that Supernet called up someone. Supernet was performing and he called out was Shock G or someone from the crowd.
Yeah.
And then invited him on stage to battle and he lost to the nigga he called out on stage. As I was doing my research, I came across that.
Everybody loses, man. We take an L sometimes. But then I'd say once niggas, most niggas who say shit like that, it's new niggas. Yeah. I'm not trying to hate or something, but it's new niggas. Remember, like you're saying that battle rap is evolving, right?
Yeah.
So niggas now have to prepare. Niggas have to actually sit down, Google your name, go to your enemy, find out shit about you, your mama, your sick uncle, and then you feel what I'm saying, and then write it down. Actually, write it down and come and say that shit. We saw what happened to Cannabis. You feel what I'm saying? So
how many pages?
So 350 pages of rhymes in this shit.
So that's the problem. that's the problem where it comes in. Like niggas don't wanna battle rap anymore. Niggas don't wanna come up with like we were saying now that there's metaphors, there's whatnot. Niggas don't wanna come up with that shit no more. Niggas wanna come and tell you that your sick mama is gonna die. I don't cause I hate her or like.
That's called the disrespect.
Exactly.
That's
it went to that extent where niggas can't even jump on stage and battle rap you.
But the disrespect
they have to go and make a research about you.
Niggas always spoke. The difference back then is that they didn't know your mom, but they would say something about your mom.
You know why?
Now they know something about your mom.
That's the problem. That's my problem there. That like. It's to that point where even if I come through with crazy raps, crazy rhymes and shit, and hit you everywhere, nah?
Yeah.
You gonna come up because I fucked you up lyrically. I gotta say, yeah, nigga, I heard your mama has AIDS.
Okay.
And then tell me shit about my mama.
Okay.
Like I feel like niggas are running away from lyrical content.
Okay.
But niggas rather hide from your personal shit and whatnot.
Let me say, it still goes to the level of skill and execution. Like remember when K-Rock was battling Goods? He said you gotta be used to clips hitting your mother. That's a double entendre, right? You see.
Yeah.
So that's how it should be.
Exactly.
But now niggas are taking this other route. It's more personal.
I was gonna say that like that's like personal disrespect.
Yeah, like they don't. Like they say shit that doesn't even.
For me, your punchlines, your similes, whatever. For me, they can never beat facts. Like they can never beat creative facts, if I may put it that way.
Bro, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Still, you can't come here and tell me my facts without... Bro, like we said, there's punchlines.
Exactly. They have to be
covered.
You
come here, you tell me about my life. Like, so what? Exactly. Think about 8 Mile, for instance. What happened on 8 Mile? Eminem disarmed that motherfucker. Because he was just there to say you live in a trailer park with your mama. You know what I mean? You're just telling me about...
He dissed himself
my lows and whatnot. Yes.
Before, you know, he dissed himself and then went at the nigga. And then the nigga didn't have anything to say because Eminem used whatever he was gonna use on him.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That at the end of the day, you need to be armed lyrically.
Exactly.
Fuck my history. Fuck whatnot.
Yeah.
Cause that's what's happening now with battle rap. Niggas, they Google you. They wanna know. And then
What I'm saying is, if I'm gonna use your life, if I'm gonna use your event, if I'm gonna use it, it has to be
let it make sense
with a bar.
Yeah, let it make sense.
It has to be covered. I cannot just say your mom has 8 and then you know. I don't know who was that. Was it Meth Hotha or who was battling Charlie Clips, and then he said the last time you were battling somebody, you said they should never bring your pops unless they have proof, and then he brought up papers. Now that's something. He brought up papers. He brought up papers and gave to the crowd like. Remember Charlie Clips' pops is in jail or something, so he's considered a snitch and whatever.
Yeah.
And then those papers, I think they contained
the actual evidence.
Yes, the conversations, maybe the shit that his pops was saying or whatever.
But
you feel me?
Okay, battle rap is going too far, bro. Like it used to be a skill test, a lyrical combat. Now it
was about reading, bro. I have to come through, you know, spit some crazy, you know, something from movies or from this book or from this documentary or from, you get me, from history or some. Niggas don't want to go there no more because they don't want to read.
You remember earlier we spoke of how we cannot like freestyle like we used to.
Yeah.
I remember now because now I'm not a reading type of person. Like if I'm gonna read something, it has to be for a certain reason that I want this information. I cannot. Okay. But when I was in school, did history, geography, it was easy for me to freestyle because I had the information already. So like I would just, you know, take it out, like, you know, talk about, you know, some geographical shit. Man, it's been 10 years
that's
since
that's what he's saying. The reason why now the disrespect is because niggas don't want to read. They said I read in school, I'm done.
No, not really. Not really.
That's what you're saying now.
No, not really. Yes,
what are you saying now?
If I'm battling, now the thing is, even without reading like books or whatever, or like religiously reading. It's I do like take a book sometimes, read a page or two. You are frostbitten.
I get
if I'm gonna have to battle someone, and then it's gonna be in writing, then reference from my battle with T Chronics. Whatever I did there, I took events, bro. Like
that was different.
I took events like whatever he was saying on Facebook, whatever I saw him doing or saying, I used it.
That's different, bro. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Niggas would refer to your moms. Your moms is not a battle rapper, right? Your moms doesn't battle. She doesn't know shit about battle. And then they gonna say how whatever, and then that line still doesn't hit. It is just you actually exposing my private life. You feel what I'm saying? You on the other side, you said what? Every shit you were saying there. That's why it's like he dig his own grave.
The thing about me is that, bro, I guess it's on how you were raised. I could never disrespect somebody's parent. I would never do that.
No, but then
so it's all
it's fine. You can, you know, niggas can come up and say, yo, I'm a motherfucker, nigga. Fuck your mama. What, right? You know that nigga, this nigga didn't fuck my mama.
If it's a bar, like I remember back when we were doing ciphers, niggas had a battle, and then somebody said he calls me a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm his dad. You get that?
Yes, that's not personal.
Exactly.
So niggas don't get the difference there. There's a fine line, and
bro,
and because they are coming in with that mentality that old school cats, old bars. They just, you feel, then it becomes difficult for them to actually adapt and understand understand the difference between the two sides. You feel.
So I remember when we were still freestyling or rapping or writing. If a nigga would curse on a song, we would actually say this nigga doesn't have words.
He doesn't have words, yeah, I remember
that.
He's
not gifted.
Because there's so much you can say than fuck, than motherfucker. Why didn't you put something there?
I wouldn't work with someone who would swear on a song because there's so many words. You put something like that.
And yet, you hear what you're saying, ne?
Yeah.
And then there are some people who, you know, deliberately, so not that because they don't have voice, but because they feel like when I say fuck, I'm actually rapping. You feel me? It's like that. Some people feel like it's that when you rap, you have to be a swearing person.
But then there's a misconception because, like, it's like, but one more guys, like, when they know you rap, ne? What are you doing, man?
Just turn on the light.
When they know you rap, they call you a motherfucker or something like that.
Yeah. But that's not happening anymore.
Oh, what did I do to deserve this? You can't just call me a motherfucker.
Because they hear it from songs.
Sarogeli motherfucker. Azhar motherfucker.
What? So I think people who swear to feel like their rappers are misinformed.
Probably, yeah.
Because rap is all about words and skill, execution,
and in fact,
information. There's
for
a
me,
lot.
Your facts, your what? For me, they are there to express the anger or the aggression.
That's why.
But you don't just.
That's why, me personally, if you know my music, I never like put curse words.
Yeah.
Unless it's a punchline, unless that shit has to do with a punchline or
highlighting
something.
or emphasizing shit there,
Not just to say shit or fuck.
So yeah.
If it's fuck, then it has to be a punchline or something. Okay, so now what do you think about this new age battle rappers talking about how old school battle rappers cannot battle in this current age?
Like for me personally, I would say the timelines are different. Back in the days, it was more of a freestyle. You didn't even know your opponent. Today, we arrange battles. Like you can have two people sitting here today talking, and tomorrow you can arrange a battle between those two people. Back in the days, you couldn't do that.
What I'm saying is that they say like the style has changed. The style is. Do you think old school battle rappers cannot like battle now because of the style, or you think they can adapt?
They can. I think they can. If you check, man, the shit that's been done by new school, some of the shit is just diluted. You know what I mean?
Now you have cats saying, yo, Eminem can't beat anyone right now in the battle rap scene.
What do you mean? Because Eminem can spit a line, can spit a bar that you can actually break down maybe 3 times. You feel what I'm saying? Bro. And then a new school cat will spit that line like out of those 3 and spit that. You feel what I'm saying? Like they dilute.
I listen to Eminem now, you know.
Eminem,
let's say.
No, we're not talking the white trash, not the white trash.
Music to me better, but like there's certain songs where you have, you know, him punching, and then you hear, okay, this nigga is in the new age with this punching shit. You feel me? There's a song where he said, I will have to be stomped by 40 men to suffer a defeat.
No, like here's the thing, like people bring evolution unnecessarily. Words, pun, everything has always been there. Yeah. These new school kids, they're talking crap. If you go to all your leagues, you have like Hollow the Don has been there for over 10 years. Is he a new school cat or an old school cat?
10 years.
Charlie Clips has been there. Loaded Lux. How many?
Probably for over 10 years, yeah.
Yeah. So are they new school or are they old school?
I think they're neutral.
Huh?
They're neutral.
Who's old school then?
They're neutral. Old school, I'm talking about your, for
you talking
example,
about
your
the style?
Cassidy's.
It's
Cassidy
old
used to
school.
battle back
Cassidy
then.
murked the Mfano Wargemango with the lizard mouth. Who's this nigga? They said he's got a lizard mouth. Who's this? The one he was battling now.
You think so? I don't
I
don't think Cassidy won.
I don't think Cassidy won.
We have to do a video about that.
I don't think Cassidy won.
What? You think that boy won?
What Cassidy did is like buying the crowd.
Exactly. Like,
So the psychology, he went all psychological.
okay, I don't think
he
won.
brought bars. He was more arrogant.
No, he didn't.
What are you guys saying?
I don't think
I'm in the wrong room.
Cassidy
watched
hit my holler.
Listen,
Cassidy was cocky.
Cassidy. Okay, fine. Let's forget the 5,000 barrels we don't know of.
We need
Let's
to
take
watch
it
that
from
battle
Kenny
again,
Bus.
guys.
Let's take it from Kenny Bus.
I remember.
Let's take it from Kenny Bus. No, not Kenny Bus. Disaster. So the battle he had with Disaster, the one that's on the tube, it's actually a rematch, right?
Yeah.
The battle that actually happened, I don't know what happened, but then it didn't go well, and then that was a rematch, of which most of us are confident that Cassidy took it, right? And then he came to battle Goods. Goods was just funny.
Jokes.
And he beat Cassidy. Look, I don't care, bro. He won.
How do you how do you guys
what?
judge? Wait, how do you guys judge this battle between Cassidy and your boy
And Goods.
Ball game? No, I'm on this.
Bro, look, here's the
Okay,
thing. This is what he said. After battling Arsenal, I feel both him and Arsenal were whack. That battle was just trash. And after battling Arsenal, he said, this is what Cassidy said. Man, I actually, now I know more. I learned and I know how to, do my next battle if I am to get booked. And like he said, he was just buying crowd. He was actually thinking he's doing what he should be doing.
I think you guys.
You know what happened? Let me sum up, ne? Cassidy versus Hitman Holla. Cassidy pulled a Goods on Hitman Holla. That's what Goods did to Cassidy. He bought the crowd.
So which
means
means D is on my side, because you say Cassidy, you say Goods murked Cassidy, right? And you say Cassidy pulled the goods on Hitman.
No, not
take the two battles.
Listen, remember.
Cassidy came all bars versus Goods, ne? And what did Goods do? He bought the crowd.
Okay, I think this is like a second episode or something. Cause right now we are just discussing battles.
When he was supposed to bring bars, he bought the crowd.
How did he buy it? I feel like Cassidy.
Listen.
I feel like Cassidy he was just old school there, right?
Where?
On the battle between
the current one.
Yeah, the current one.
Okay.
I feel like he was just. I forget his name. I get he goes ball game. Hitman, yeah. I get he ball game. That's
Look, Cassidy might have put a goods on Hitman, but it didn't work. Remember, both you and I watched Metamook versus Iron Solomon. Remember?
Yeah.
We did that, right? And then remember we watched Metamook versus Sirius Jones.
Yeah.
Remember that what Sirius Jones did to Metamook is the same shit that Metamook did to Iron Solomon.
Yeah.
But the shit that Sirius Jones did to Metamook didn't work against Metamook. You remember that?
Which battles? Those guys had so many.
I remember
the one with Sirius Jones.
In the passage, in a corridor.
No, not that one. It's not
in a clothing store.
The current one before that one. The one after that one.
Those guys, there's so many.
Remember, like whatever that Sirius Jones was saying, Metamook was able to come back from that, like and then whatever Metamook did to Iron, man, it was
like
his coming back wasn't working.
He couldn't come back.
You feel me? Exactly.
Yeah, no, that one matter.
But that's the same thing. Hitman Hala went first in. He went past. What did Cassidy come? Cassidy came and
I need to watch the battle again.
Cassidy's first
so
round.
I don't get where you guys are coming from. Like for me, that's where the thing, the performance comes in. Hitman had that performance, had that new school type of whatever. But for me, Cassidy there was spitting, man.
No, Cassidy was arrogant. He kept on talking about his achievements.
It wasn't the dopest battle. They were both whack. But if I have to choose a winner, then Cassidy took it.
Nah. Okay, yeah. I agree with you. Like they were not both.
They were not at their best. Like
exactly.
you can check out the other battles.
That's why when was it you who asked me? Yeah, Sai asked me. So who do you think? I had said it's 1-0. Like I don't count the other round.
Yeah,
it's just 1-0. Like 1-0 to Hitman on
Kalari. It's based on that first round.
Why?
The two other
straight up 1-0. The other rounds
you don't count.
You're like.